Okay, so this video is going to be a little bit different. First of all, I found a very nifty PC on the Facebook Marketplace that I might be picking up here. I'm actually waiting for the seller to respond to me, so there is a non-zero chance that I'll have to cut this short and go pick that up, which means, if that happens, you will get a sneak preview of the one of the upcoming videos. Also, I'm going to be doing a Halloween special. I'm not going to reveal anything about it yet. My patron members have a bit of a clue, but I am at just about 950 subscribers. I never do this. I don't like asking for likes or subscribers or anything like that. It just feels disingenuous, I guess. But this time I think I will at least remind you that the subscribe button is there, because it would be mighty interesting if I could make my Halloween special also the 1,000 subscriber special. Mostly because I have dumped far too much money into this. Anyway, what we're doing right now and what all these parts are for is my video editing PC. The build is going to be kind of quick on this one. It's fairly new parts. I mean, they're used, but we're not doing like a Pentium 4 or something like that. We're doing a Ryzen 5 1600 build. So the build we're going to kind of cut short. The only real interesting thing is the case that we're using. It's an old HP Pavilion. Looks like a 553X. Would have had a Pentium 4 in it. Nothing special. But my current video editing PC has an i5 6500. The graphics card is going to be completely the same between the two builds, so it will be interesting to see how much performance uplift we get from just the CPU. I also have a better graphics card on the way, but unfortunately well, I actually didn't really plan on acquiring the graphics card. I submitted a comically low offer for it, and the seller accepted. So yeah, the graphics card upgrade video will be very short and will likely be a Patreon exclusive. Yeah. Can't justify a 3-minute video on the YouTube channel. Anyway, let's do one quick thing before we really begin on this. This is a weird cam lock cooler from way back in the day. This is a socket 939 cooler, and you know, it's kind of cool that it still fits, but yeah, I'm sure it would have been fine, but there's better uses for that, more era appropriate uses for it. We're gonna go ahead and just use a socket AM3 cooler, mostly because I had it lying around and I don't really know what else to use it for. Should be overkill for this. We're not dealing with an FX series CPU after all. Found it. Not the stuff I was looking for, but it is a paste. And I mean, it's a Ryzen CPU. It's not exactly... It's not 9.9 is what I'm trying to say. So let's see. That would fit. So let's get that in here. Okay. Get in there. Sorry if I look a little dirty today. I just got done putting tires on my car and cleaned up as best I could, but there's only so much you can do. That stuff, that's a dirty, dirty job. Anyway, so suppose we can talk about the specifications of this build. We have, as I mentioned previously, a Ryzen 5 1600. This is an ASRock B450? Yes. B450M Pro 4 motherboard. I've got 16 gigabytes of DDR4, Nothing special, but it'll do the job. I have a 128 gigabyte SSD. That's not NVMe, that's just standard SATA in M.2 form factor. And I found this 2 terabyte hard drive that I really hope works. Wait. It's got an X written on it. Okay. Probably won't work. I might have to be hunting for a new hard drive. But a graphics card, which is identical to the one currently residing in my my current video editing PC, is a Radeon Pro WX 2100. It is nothing special. It's not that powerful, but it lets me use AMD's, I think it's VCE. I don't remember the acronym off the top of my head, but my goodness, that cut the time down. I had a GT 730 in my video editing PC, and using the Intel codec, it was okay. Using the NVIDIA, it was okay. But this one, just, my goodness, it really cut it down. So, I suppose, let's get to building. Okay, I just heard back from the computer people, and they are not able to meet tonight. Let's see here, I need to get, so we're missing 1 foot here, so we're just gonna, well, we're going to attempt to peel the other one off. Goodness. You'd think that a piece of rubber that's been on you for 20 years would be easier to get off, especially considering the other one fell off already. There we go. Okay. Huh. The only reason I wanted to do that was so I could replace both of them with something of an even height. I can get the backing off this. Now this is just a little furniture slider thing from from Dollar Tree, but look at that. It fits perfectly in that little divot. However, as I'm thinking about this, I'm realizing that might not actually work, because the front of the case has this kind of buildup on it. Let me see. Ah, just barely. Okay, we're good. We are golden. Golden with showers, as my boss likes to say. Okay. Did I leave any goodies in here? Looks like that's a no. Okay. Huh. Well. The red one's power button, green one's power light. Yellow is the hard drive activity light, but I'm not gonna connect that, I think. Still have the floppy disk in here, which means we do get to do something kind of nifty, and by disk I mean drive. But first, let's get this in here. It's just a fan. You know what? Let me see if I can get a better camera angle. Okay. So, I have already used this case in the past, and I cut this hole here using a hole saw. Not very elegant, but hey, it worked, you know? It's not stupid if it works. And this is the only way to get really any intake in this case. Front completely sealed off. Oh, come on. Jesus, this is not playing nice. Get in there. Oh. Almost. Got it. Okay, there's one. I put these rubber, technically they're like vibration dampers or something, but the truth is, the reason that they're here is because I didn't drill the holes perfect. So the vibration dampers let it move a little bit. Let it line up, I guess. Get in there. What the heck? Okay, why do you not want to line up? There we go. One more. Fan is installed. Time for the motherboard. I/O shield. Now luckily this is just standard micro ATX. Nothing proprietary about this case except for the front panel connector. But as you can see, I already fixed that. Is that all the way in? There it is. Okay. Now the case, or motherboard itself. Oh, I remember. This has to come out to get the motherboard in. Because it has to slip underneath the fan here. Oh, that's right. I have to do the front panel connectors outside the case. Oh dear. Okay, let's see here. Front panel connectors, what do we got? Where is it silk screened at all? Power button. And power LED. Positive on the outside. Shoot. Can't hook that up. So, I guess we will leave that be, because I'd have to remove this unused pin here to fit that. So we're going to leave that one alone. USB will go here, just in case I can't reach it under the fan. So now we can slide the motherboard in. And I'm not really all that sad about not having the... Oh, come on. About not having the power LED hooked up. It is not a big deal at all. Okay. This can be tucked underneath. Well, you know, yeah. We'll go ahead and secure it to the case before I start installing other things. Where's my screwdriver now? My wife moved that too. Great. I'll be right back. Okay. Found it. And because I actually do care about this a little more than usual, we will go... My screwdriver's not in here? This'll work. But this isn't magnetic, is it? Man, what is going on today? Where's all my stuff? Anyway, because I care about this a little more than most of the PCs I build, I am going to use new screws. Yeah, this is not magnetic. Is this not? Oh, that's right. This is an older case. It is magnetic, but only just barely. Not enough to matter. Okay, let's try a coarse thread. It's not magnetic. That was just a fluke. Okay. What a pain. I can't really... It is just magnetic enough to be a pain in the butt. It is coarse thread. Okay. 1, 2. This would be a lot faster with a magnetic screwdriver. But you know, you use what you got, and it would take me a lot longer to find that screwdriver than to just tough it out and do this. Not really that big of a deal. Two left that I can actually reach, looks like. The fan obscures one, and this one up in this corner is actually a peg that is permanently attached to the case. So no screw goes there. Last one. It's going to be a real shame when I install this hard drive and it doesn't work. But I'm going to try it anyway, because I am not very intelligent. Okay. I'm going to rest it there for a moment while I grab some more coarse thread screws. If I can get any of them, jeez. Come on. There we go. Oh, you are a dirty piece of trash. Just need to start it. One. And because I'm doing this carefully in the right way, it's not going to work. 2. We're going to just put one more in on this side. Looks like that's all it needs anyway. All it has accommodations for. It's going to cover that. So, power supply next. We have a Powerman 350 watt power supply. Oh dear. There we go. Slightly proprietary, I guess. So, let's go ahead and get this connected. Well, screwed in rather. Wait. Oh. The mounting is upside down. I'll be right back. Let me see what I can find. Okay. So we're gonna take this out. Have a couple of other options. I'm limited. Very, very limited. The first option, which is the worst, is this HP power supply, which would work because it has a back fan, but it's only like 260 watts. Then we've got this Dell, which would also technically work, but it has a really short CPU cable. It's 280 watts. That, I kind of like that one, but I don't think that the CPU pin would work. That's the newest power supply. And then I have this one from like 2005. It's a 300 watt power supply. It's a pretty decent brand. It's Light-On, but it is incredibly dirty. I'm kind of leaning towards the Dell. Oh no, it's a 320 watt power supply. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go with the Dell. If the cables will reach. Let's find out. If I can get it in. So first things first. This won't fit that way. Four pins stuck. There we go. So it has to be mounted like this. That's terrible. First of all, I can't even get the damn thing in. But I really... No, there's no way this will work. That sucks. The Outer Vision power supply calculator says that 240, 250 watts should be enough. But I really don't want to do 260 watts. That's just cutting it a bit close. So we're going to go ahead and try this one. Get in there. God damn. Is it really the CPU fan that's blocking me? It is. Okay then. I'm not letting that stop me. Jesus Christ. Wow. CPU fan connected. Power supply's technically in. So I am going to get some hate for the for me not connecting an 8-pin to the CPU 8-pin. But the truth is, oh, get out of here. You don't need it. Not for a CPU like this. This is a 65 watt CPU. What the hell? You're kidding me. Oh my god. We're upside down again. I remember this pain the last time that I went to do this. I'm going to have to remove that CPU cooler again, aren't I? Ah. Oh my god. The VRM is stopping me right now. Maybe if I... There we go. My God. Okay. Watch, this power supply doesn't even work. It should, but I would not be amused. As I was saying, this is a 65 watt CPU. A 4-pin connector is more than capable of supplying that to the CPU, and most of the time it's not even going to be drawing that anyway. Most of the video rendering is going to be done on the graphics card, so the CPU not really going to be jumping up that much. However, when I upgrade the graphics card to a more powerful graphics card, it will increase the CPU usage as well. And the reason that it will do that is pretty simple. Right now the graphics card is holding it back. So once it has more leg room, it should increase CPU usage. Get in there. This is a lot more of a thing than I thought it was going to be. Thought it would be just slapped together and get to the benchmarks, but no. Anyway, we'll go ahead and throw the graphics card in. Now this machine still has the Finger Slicer 5000 attached to the back of the case, but I'm not going to remove it because I'm stupid. I should remove it, but I'm lazy and I don't really feel like activating the Finger Slicer right now. So that's installed. We'll go ahead and plug in this fan, and I see a nice connector right here we can use. I'm not super concerned about cable management in this case. Number one, you can't. There is no cable management here. Number two, no one's ever going to see the inside of the case while the machine is running. Only you guys get to see this. Okay, I need to remove these. What do I have to do that with? Oh, there's my screwdriver with... Found it. God damn it. Maybe I can... No, I need something to cut that with. Okay, here we go. Be free, my pretties. Okay, so CPU 1. I was going to put a DVD drive in here. Yeah, I can do that still. Okay, we have enough cables. The real problem is going to be this 24 pin. Maybe I can squish this down as much as I can. The reason for that is... Get on there. Wow, you do not want a seat, do you? There you go. This. That's technically installed, and that's the best kind of installed. So let's go ahead, get our SATA cable undone. We have 2 that we need to plug in. This one will go here. How are we going to route this? Because I will have the floppy drive connected. Okay, that's done. We'll just tuck that up here where it won't get in any of the fans. How do we get the front off? Can I get the front off? Oh, oh yeah, I can. Perfect. So let's get our DVD drive installed. Standard DVD, nothing special. That, ouch. That is going to be very difficult, isn't it? Yes, it is. We're gonna plug in the power outside the case. In fact, I'm half a mind to plug in. Am I even going to be able to plug in the SATA power for this hard drive? Oh my god, I might not be able to. I did. Okay. Wow, that is extraordinarily tight. Don't like that. But we should be good to go. I'm going to go ahead and secure the disk drive now. In theory, I could use 1 screw, but I'm going to use 2. Because I just want to make it harder for myself when inevitably this doesn't work and I need to take it all back apart. This might not work. Damn. Okay. That needs to go back further. Oh dear. We are running tight on space now. That's in. And it is won't connect. Get in there. Connected. Okay, so far nothing looks like it's going to get into the CPU fan. Oh, that's tight. Wow. Anyone can build a sleeper. But it takes real patience to try and get one of these cases working. Most of the time, if it's an OEM case especially, most of the time you'll have to modify the front panel connector, of which there's usually no documentation for. I need some brackets, so let's use these, because they're so out of place that it's almost comical. These, there we go, there's one. Two. I'm going to need some screws to secure them. One. I don't have to do this. The case is fine without these, but I don't know, I feel like it. Don't judge me. I need one more though. We won't come back to that, because if we do, I will forget. Do I have one lying around? The answer is almost assuredly... Oh, the Warhammer primer book. Forgot we had that. Pretty sure I've got one sitting around here. You know what? I'll be right back. Let me find one. Okay, I found an entire cache of screwdrivers. So I've rounded them all up. I've also found some more of these expansion blanks. And I've decided how I want the airflow to go in this case. There will not be an exhaust fan. There will not. Instead, I'm just going to have the intake fan there on the bottom. These slot covers will be blocked off to encourage, is this bent? It is bent. To encourage the airflow to go up through the graphics card and keep going up towards the CPU cooler. Then the natural positive pressure of only having an intake fan should encourage it to go out, or it will be drawn out by the power supply. Or at least that's the idea. Whether or not that will actually happen is, and we'll find out, I guess. I just need one more screw. And we're almost done. Oh, you turd. Why does this one not want to fit? Oh, I see. That's a shame. It's got like a lip right here. I guess we'll go with this one on the bottom. Yeah. Sucks. But it'll do. Not a big deal. It would be nice if the screw would start, though. Well, now why does this one not want to fit? What is going on here? Never had so much trouble with a PCIe cover. What is the issue here? Should have just stuck with those two. My goodness. You know what? We're just gonna call it good. I don't know what's going on with it, but it's fine. It's not fine. I can't get the screw started now. What the heck is going on? There we go. What? What is going on here? We're never going to touch that again. Okay. DVD drive is connected. Hard drive is connected. CPU fan spins free, and when the case is stood upright, this should not fall into the fan. Graphics card's connected, front panel's connected, or at least the power button is. Intake fan is clear and ready to go. I think we're ready to test it. Make sure that I didn't completely ruin anything. So, get my cache of screwdrivers out of here. Extra power supplies can go anywhere but here. Front panel should probably go back on. Is that actually on? Yes, it is, but that's not on anymore. Okay, so I'm going to commit a mortal sin. I'm putting the side panel on before it's tested. That's how confident I am that everything other than that hard drive is going to work just fine. Okay. So, first things first, I'm going to need one of these puppies. Get all this other stuff tucked off to the side. And we're about ready to just turn this on. Give me just a moment. Well, I suppose here goes nothing. I'm hoping for this to be boring and just work. So far, so good. Does the optical drive? Yes, it does. Very good. Honestly, this is a pretty good sleeper. If you wanted to, you could drill the proper holes for a modern power supply to orient it correctly. And I might just do that myself later on. But for now, this will do. So, here's what comes next. First, I install the drivers and I download Sony Vegas Pro 14 because that's the copy I have. We're going to install that here, get everything ready to go off camera, and then we're going to have a drag race between this new PC and the old one. Now, in theory, the only benefit this one has is a little bit more RAM and a better CPU. This shouldn't give us light years improvement, but it will be nice to see. The real benefit is going to happen when the new graphics card comes in. Right now, it's a Radeon Pro WX 2100. The new one is a Radeon Pro WX 5100. In theory, that's about 3 times faster. So that will be nice. And it still lets me use that AMD VCE or whatever the hell it was called. But first, before I get too far, oh, not device manager, I want disk management. Let's see here. It detects the drive. This board surely doesn't have built-in Wi-Fi. There's no way. No. Okay. So the hard drive looks like it's working just fine. Huh. Got a bunch of shit on it. Someone's Steam library. Anyway, I'm gonna wipe that and let's see what we can do. So, this is my video editing PC next to my actual PC. What we're gonna do here is move this stuff out of the way first of all. Can you tell I'm just such an organized person? There's the mouse. Oh, there's another screwdriver of mine. Okay, let's see. What is a fairly large one? Nope. Vista, that is possibility. Yeah. That's what we'll do. Once this is done copying, we'll go ahead and start up Vegas Pro. And see how long it takes to render that. Then we'll run over to the other PC and fire it up there as well. Vegas is installing on the other one right now. Unfortunately, my girlfriend's due back in about an hour, so if that other PC doesn't finish up Windows Update soon, I might have to bring it in here and connect it to this monitor after this one's done. But let's... I always click on Do Not Show This Message Again, but every single time that pops up anyway. So... Vista in here. Vista here. Yes. Oh, still working. That should be faster too with the new one. Okay. File. Render as. Come on. Okay. Magix ABC. Internet HD 1080p. AMD VCE. We'll do test.mp4. And we're clicking, you know what, let me get a stopwatch. Stopwatch. Okay. And from the click of render, 3, 2, 1, go. And we will see just how long this takes. Now, on to the other system. I was just coming in to check the driver version to make sure I have the same driver for the card for both systems. And yeah, that i5's chugging away quite a bit. Anyway, we're about 6 minutes in, and still quite a bit to go. Okay. Let's get this fired up. What? Vegas Pro, you okay? Okay, sure, whatever. That seems faster already. Now, render as Internet HD AMD VCE, untitled, and begin. We are just about done here. So this PC has a built-in speaker, which is kind of nice, but I can actually just grab an aux cord and plug into this monitor with the new PC, because the monitor has built-in speakers as well. So either way, let's see. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rendered. Okay. 20 20 minutes and 46 seconds. Although this actually says 20 minutes and 48 seconds. Either way, it's still thinking. Vegas? You good? Okay. That probably took another 15 seconds just to finalize whatever the hell it was doing. But that's it. Let's move on to the other PC and see how long it takes. Or rather, let's go back to that PC. It already looks like it's able to take better advantage of the hardware. The CPU isn't working as hard, but it is working harder than the i5 was doing. So, additionally, it already looks like we're going to be like 6 minutes faster than the other PC, and we've only done the CPU. Everything else is basically the same. The increased memory doesn't matter because I'm going to point with my ice cream. We're only using like 4 gigs. So the other PC with 8 gigs, perfectly fine. Which makes me excited to think about what this could achieve with the new graphics card. Anyway, yeah, I'll be back when this is done. Honestly, this is better than I expected it to be. I didn't think that just a CPU upgrade would do this much. Again, the graphics card was bottlenecking the i5, and it is bottlenecking this as well, but clearly there was at least some performance left on the table, because my goodness. Yeah, we're still, we're, according to this, less than a minute away from being 6 minutes faster than the other PC. This is insane. Yeah. This time, I'm going to leave this stopwatch going until the open folder and open buttons are clickable, because that is the true end of rendering. Rendering isn't done until you can open the damn video. So, yeah, I'm very, very excited. I'm very happy about this turnout. And it's quiet, too. 3, 2, 1, and technically done. Let's see how long it takes for those two to pop up. Hopefully faster than the other PC. Yeah. That's 6 minutes faster. That is really, really good. Okay. So, let's talk drivers. Because this whole setup here, AMD has a bug in their current driver. They released this driver in July and they haven't fixed it yet. When using AMD VCE to render a video, the colors are wildly off. Just absolutely massively off. Like, I look blue when rendered in AMD VCE using the latest drivers. So for both of these PCs, we're using the stock driver that Windows grabs, which is from 2022. So what I'm about to do is I have the March and July. The July one is bugged, but the March one, it might not be. Oop. So I'm going to go ahead and install this one, and we're going to try this again to see how much more performance we can get from the March driver compared to the driver from 2022. Yeah, very, very happy indeed. I'm not expecting a huge increase, but sometimes drivers can give you a, 10, sometimes even greater percentage increase. And I'd like to see that. So let's see. Options. We'll do a, yeah. Yep, once this is done, I'll fire up Vegas Pro again. We're going to restart, obviously. And I will see you then. Okay. Well, let's do this one final time. Render as. Untitled 2. 3, 2, 1, render. There's the bug. I'm blue again. Okay, cancel. Huh. That sucks. Huh. No, I don't want to save changes. That is really disappointing. Let's try the July one. I'm pretty sure that one's bugged too, but if this goes back to March and AMD hasn't fixed this, that is extremely upsetting. The technology's great, but I mean, how do you expect anyone to use your stuff professionally if you can't even get colors right? Human beings should not be rendered blue. Alright, let's do this. I'm gonna also download a couple of extra driver versions just to see how far back it has to go. Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, new driver installed. Computer rebooted. Drag and drop. Yup. Render as untitled 3.mp4. And let's do 3, 2, 1, render. Bugged. Everything's blue. God damn it. Best part is, when you just look at this, it looks fine. When you play it, it's fine. It's only during rendering that it happens. Okay. I'm gonna download a few more drivers, and I'm just gonna go through them to see which one works. And then I'll go ahead and bring you guys back in. But this is stupid. So this has existed since at least March. That's upsetting. Whew, I finally found one that works. I had to go back to a driver from March of 2023, a year and a half ago, before I finally found one that doesn't turn you blue when you start rendering. My goodness, what a travesty. Oh my god. Okay. This better be worth it. We're looking to beat 1449. 3, 2, 1, render. I moved the mouse as I hit the button. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay. At least I'm not blue this time. So let's just see if this has any effect. Now this isn't as much of a jump as I wanted. The default Windows driver is from April of 2022, so this is about a year jump. God, I'm still pissed about that fucking bug. Anyway, let's see. And here we go. The exact same time. The new driver did not improve it, but I did remember that I had this. So I've taken the side panel off. The last thing that I need to do is connect up our floppy drive. Because you can't have a sleeper without a floppy drive. If I can get this in here, that is. Goodness. This goes here. Okay. Now luckily I've got a hole in the back of the case here that I can slide this through. That's actually pretty sharp. I don't like that. But in theory, that floppy drive is now active. Unfortunately, see how that light's just on? That means that I have goodness, put this in upside down. So let's go ahead and redo that real quick. Also, our temperatures, although not phenomenal, haven't been bad. So the GPU, we're looking at like 55, 60 at the most. I don't remember what the CPU hit, but we're fine. Crappy airflow? No problem. Okay. Man, what the... What? Okay. Maybe it's just the adapter. Oh, come on. This will be the last time I try this. I have another one, so if this one doesn't work, it's not a big deal. Oop. That is technically installed. Do we have... Oh, I haven't plugged it in to the USB port yet. That's fine. Let's... Come on. There's that. Let's go to my computer. Floppy drive A is recognized. Let me grab a floppy disk. Okay. This might work. And this would actually be super, super useful. Mostly just for me to put the Windows 98 USB driver on a floppy disk to make it easier to transfer to older computers. That does not mean this isn't working. Could just be a bad floppy disk. I have so many of those. Let's try to format it. Do I? You know, I don't even know if this floppy drive works. The adapter might be fine, the drive just might be bad. I don't hear it doing anything. Try again. I hear it clicking. Yeah, this might just be a bad oh, took it long enough. This could certainly just be a bad floppy disk drive. And you know what? with that, it's just about midnight. My wife's home and really looking to come back in here and start playing her games instead of waiting for me to, yeah, I think this, drive is bad. Yep, I don't even hear it spinning. So, in the interest of allowing my wife to once again use her PC without me quieting her down, we're gonna call it here. This is gonna help a lot with the video making process. And yes, although I do intend to make the graphics upgrade a Patreon exclusive, it will not be a paid member exclusive. Anyone who joins the Patreon can just, you don't have to pay me anything to watch that. But I can't keep talking. I'm so tired. Thank you all very, very much for watching. And, I have to remember, I have to pick up that new PC tomorrow. They did finally get back to me, and yeah. Well, looking good. Well, I ended up taking that adapter out. It just wasn't working, so whenever I get some time, maybe I'll go ahead and test that floppy disk drive. But I also wanted to thank my paid Patreon members, Jarl, Flocala, Dr. Larks, and Sean Patrick. You guys are the best. And all the rest of you, I really appreciate you rooting me on. Hopefully this machine here will help me make some better quality videos. And in the meantime, while I wait for more parts to arrive for the next set of the Pentium 4 321 videos, I've got that Halloween special. So I feel obligated to once again, and I hate doing this, but if you could subscribe, that would be pretty awesome. I'd like to make the Halloween special also the 1,000 subscriber special. Spooky.